Greetings, fellow gamers. This is the Gamer Guy in a Suit from the Echo Army YouTube channel. And today we've got number 13 of 30, and I'll be bringing you a review of the Mean Green's Plastic Warfare. Bet you didn't think we'd get this one in today, did ya? So what we've got here is Mean Green's Plastic Warfare, which is a team-based multiplayer third-person shooter, and it was released on Steam today. December 8th, 2015 by publisher-developer Virtual Basement and developer Code Headquarters. This game has been reviewed using a key provided by the developer and or publisher. Just real quick, if you don't want to have to sit through this, I'll let you know it's a buy. Anyways, what we've got here is a fun little multiplayer shooter. What stands out immediately on this little guy is that you are, well, a little guy. You're one of those little green army men that, I don't know, maybe if you grew up playing with your little green army men, this would be what you played with. Those little green plastic guys that they didn't really do anything. They didn't bend. They didn't anything. They were just little plastic pieces, but you could set up big old war, I don't know, maybe that was just me, but you could set up big old war scenes and do everything with them, and I don't know, they were a lot of fun. Well, that's basically what you are here, is one of those little green army men. There's no classes in this game like a Team Fortress or anything. You're basically an army man, and you can cycle through any of the weapons available. There's an M16, a shotgun, a sniper rifle, a bazooka, and a flamethrower, and each have their own, pluses and minuses and whatnot. But you can cycle through any of those available weapons to you at any given time. And there are multiple maps. Unfortunately, since the game just barely came out today, there was not a lot of people playing yet. But the people I played with were actually a lot of fun to play with, and they were on sort of a little bit of a nostalgia kick. If you've been familiar with the Army Men series of games, this is something that is extremely similar. It's basically the same thing. It's a squad-based shooter with little green army men. This game in itself, though, is very, very pretty game. The graphics are outstanding. It looks really, really good. One of the things I noticed right away is the environments that you're working with are really, really good looking. They're really neat. I got to play in the bathtub, I got to play in the kitchen, I got to play in the tabletop, and there's a lot with the environment. Of course, I like those kind of things, like the little mini RC games that are similar, but so that already adds to it. But the sound in this game is also awesome. The soundtrack is great. It just really gets you in the mood to do some marching and, go into battle. It's basic. 10 players is what it looks like can get into a game, so 5 on 5 seems to be the max. There is voice chat and there is regular in-game chat. This is something I would suggest you pick up, though. It may seem a little cartoony, and it is a little bit, but it's fun. It's a lot more fun. It doesn't seem to be something that you would take as seriously as like a Call of Duty or a Battlefield. I wouldn't go so far as to call it something like that, where you're strategically planning things out. I mean, I guess you could take it to that level, if the people you were playing with wanted to take it to that level, but this seems like something that's just more fun. I don't usually play these types of games. As I mentioned in my depth review, team-based multiplayer is not usually my cup of tea, but I had a lot of fun playing this, and I think that's a testament to the fact that the graphics and sound are so good, and that the idea of using the little green army men is just so novel and neat, and is just a lot of fun. I mean, come on, who doesn't want to use that flamethrower and melt some of these little green men, which is exactly what you do. There's some really neat, effects that take place because you're these little green army men. Like in the bathtub, you can't swim. You don't have to worry about breathing underwater, but you can't swim at all. So the minute you hit the water, you just sink right to the bottom and you die. If you fall too far, like I did in the kitchen level, you just smash into a bunch of little pieces and you die. So it's really neat. I think this is something that as the community grows and you're able to get into more maps, and it's not people that are just the same people over and over again, that you're going to end up having a lot of fun. I had a lot of frustration waiting to get into games, but again, that's just day one stuff because it's not a very popular game yet. I think this one will grow in popularity, and the community will take it exactly where it needs to go from here. As is, it's a good 3.5 with the graphics and sound and gameplay certainly all thumbs up level. Go ahead and give us a subscribe and a thumbs up if you enjoyed this particular video. I hope you run out and try this game. This has been Gamer Guy in a Suit from the Echo Army YouTube channel, wishing you all happy gaming.